Couple things I forgot I want to address real quick. First of all, Thursday Night Football is tomorrow, so I pretty much forgot about it. But this time, we actually got ourselves a good game. The Saints going to Chicago to play the Bears, and it's a relevant game. Both these teams are still alive in the playoff hunt, particularly Chicago. And the Saints are still fighting for the wild card. They pretty much need to win out, but it's not impossible. So, this game, the Saints, more than any other team in the league, are really good at home and really suck on the road. They're the kind of team that can pretty easily go 8-8, winning every game at home and losing every game on the road. So, this game being on the road in Soldier Field, where, the weather's bad, and it can be raining, it might even be snowing, I don't know. One of those, I'm going to take Chicago to win. If anything has been a hump for this Saints team over the last several years, it's been the Bears. I think they lost to them in 2005, in 2006, and 2007. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. So, I'm taking the Bears, and watch out for Drew Brees, because this is a bad weather game, and he needs to have a big game if he wants to keep on pace to beat Marino's record. So, he's going to need at least 300 yards if he wants to harbor any fantasies. And the weather's going to be bad. It's not going to be easy. So Reggie Bush needs to make a couple big plays for him on screen passes if that is what's going to happen. Since we're near the end of the season, playoff spots. We got 3 left. 3 weeks left. And playoff picture, it's getting a little clearer. AFC. I think Titans are going to hold on to that number 1 seed. I think they're going to beat Pittsburgh in a couple weeks when they play and seal things up then. Number 2 seed, as a result, go to Pittsburgh. I'm pretty sure that they can hold off the Jets. Speaking of which, the number 3 seed, I think the Miami Dolphins and New York Jets are going to win the next 2 games. Meaning that game in the Meadowlands in Week 17 is going to be for the division. And I think about it, the Jets are playing at home. That's an advantage to them. The Jets might not be that good of a team. They have bad coaching and can't play on the road. But, again, this game is at home, but they still have the bad coaching. Dolphins, I don't know if I trust them on the road yet. They're still a little young and inexperienced outside of Chad Pennington. Joey Porter. So, it would take a pretty bad job from Eric Mangini, even worse than stuff he usually throws out there, to lose to the Dolphins at home. So, I think the Jets are going to take the 3 seed. I think the Jets are going to win out. I think bad coaching is something that you can fix more than anything else. So, 4th seed obviously goes to Denver. They only got to win 1 more game this year, and I know they play the Chargers again. This week they got the Panthers, and I can't remember who else they play, but and I don't think San Diego is winning out either. So, wild card. I think the Colts have the 5th seed locked up. I think they're pretty much locks to get into the 5th seed. They have tiebreakers over Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and New England. So that's going to help them. And, finally, the 6th seed, Baltimore. I like Baltimore to squeeze in as the 6th seed by virtue of actually not tiebreaker to Indianapolis, but I think they're going to get the 6th seed. The way I see it, Baltimore's going to beat Pittsburgh this week. They're going to take out Pittsburgh at home. I think they can win that game. I think they will. But I think they're going to lose to the Cowboys, which through the similar opponent tiebreaker will give Pittsburgh the division lead, even if they do lose to the Titans. So, if my calculations are correct, I think the Ravens and the Steelers will finish with the same record, and I think that Pittsburgh will have the tiebreaker, but I'm not totally sure. Again, I think Tennessee is going to beat Pittsburgh, and I think Dallas is going to beat Baltimore. I think. So that's my AFC picks. NFC real quick. 1 seed, obviously. I think the Giants are going to take it. I think, regardless of what happens this week, and I do think they'll beat the Cowboys, but one way or another, I think they're going to beat Carolina and wrap it up. Carolina is obviously a good team, but I'm not sure if they can step to the Giants yet. So, that being said, Carolina gets the 2nd seed, 3 seed. I guess it's going to be the Cardinals or the Vikings, and guess who plays each other this weekend? I'm going to say the Cardinals win that game, so I'm going to say the Cardinals get the 3rd seed. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm giving Minnesota the 4th seed. Although, if Minnesota loses this weekend, that opens doors for Chicago. Chicago still has to play Green Bay, though, and something about them doesn't seem to match up well to Green Bay. So, I'm taking Minnesota as my 4th seed, and the wild card, 5th seed. Looks like Tampa Bay has that one. Yeah, Tampa Bay looks like they're going to go about 11-5, maybe even 12-4. They should get that 5th seed. And 6th seed, we got 3 teams mainly competing for it. We got Dallas, Atlanta, and Philadelphia. We also got like the Saints and the Bears and a couple other teams, but realistically, that's what we're looking at. Atlanta has the easiest schedule. Dallas has the hardest schedule, but the most talent, I think. Maybe I'm just wrong. It's not biased talking. I'm just calling it like I see it. Philadelphia has the most momentum. They're coming off 2 huge wins against teams that are going to win their division. And let's see. Atlanta controls their own fate. No. Dallas is the team that controls their own fate here. If Dallas loses a game, one of these next 3 games, Atlanta controls their own destiny. And if Atlanta loses one of the games, Philadelphia controls their destiny. And actually Dallas at the same time. So, I think about it. I'm not sure if Atlanta is ready for the postseason. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, first year starting running back, even though he's a veteran. It's a very new and fresh team. I'm not sure if they're ready for the playoffs because they got Tampa Bay in a couple weeks, and they're the home team, so they should win that game, but I'm not sure they do. I think they might, but if they don't, they will not have lived up to what the NFC South has been doing all season. So if they lose that game, they're pretty much out. I think they also play... I can't completely remember how the rest of the schedule is, but it's not that bad. It's pretty easy. I think they play some... No, they already played the Chiefs, but it's not that bad. So, I'm going to predict Atlanta for now, but it's wide open. I'm going to guess Atlanta. I think they can run the table. So, with that playoff scenario in mind, think what the playoffs might be. Colts, Broncos, old matchup. These teams meet a lot, and Indianapolis always owns them. So I think Indianapolis can take care of business there. Denver still has that awful defense. I think we got the Jets and the Ravens. That's I don't know how that kind of matchup would play out, but I could definitely see the Ravens defense completely taking the Jets offense out of their element. But at the same time, Joe Flacco, rookie quarterback, first playoff game, I don't know if I trust that. So that'll be very interesting. I think the Ravens could win that game, though. And then on the other side, we got Atlanta playing Arizona, which is very interesting. I think, both these teams not really expected to do much this year, meeting. And the last matchup would be Tampa Bay and Minnesota. I'm not really sure what to think about that one. So that's it. See you later.